We're getting there.
And Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Packamaniacs, and welcome to day 2 from Chicago and the National. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I'm not embarrassed of you.
You're
I'm just
embarrassed for
embarrassed in the moment.
Well, we are back, day 2, feeling loopy.
Yeah, you're a little snoozy.
Yeah.
Despite that ear booming. You know, I had the hearing loss from Big Tort Dan's big van a couple of years ago.
He warned
Unfortunately,
me about
it was
that.
in my left ear, and I didn't bring my headphones. And so now when I hear it, it just like we've got a wall. So like if you look at the camera here, we got a wall 3 feet in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
And then like this wall here, and we're just in the hotel lobby, and it just bam, 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 bam.
Well, at least we damaged the already damaged ear.
Yeah. What?
Exactly.
All right. So we're going to talk about day 2, which really includes night 1 of National, which is Wednesday night. And then we had a character meetup this morning.
Yeah, character breakfast, 7:30
And,
sharp.
Then you and I pounded the pavement in search of your first purchase today. B is for buying is the name of the game today.
Yeah.
And are you going to be a buyer today? I don't know. We're going to have to let people find out.
Yeah, we'll have so far 0 for 2. So far 0 for 2.
Day's not over.
Day's not over.
3 p.m.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what we want to talk about. We actually, I guess we'll get into this. We saw some big names today. We rubbed shoulders with a big name in the hobby and saw a big purchase go down.
Yes, we did.
If you follow us on Instagram, you may have seen that. So we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah.
But should we go Back to the Future yesterday? and
Yeah.
start there?
Yeah, let's go back to the future. Last night at the Hyatt Regency Chicago O'Hare in the lobby, we, following last night's podcast, set up shop and had a lot of friends of the program join us. And set up shop and just kind of shot the shit for a few hours. Ordered in some DoorDash. That wasn't a disaster.
Hold on. I got loopy hangry.
Yeah.
So I bypassed hanger.
Yeah.
And went straight to delirious, Chad. Like when I used to be post-call delirious, not sleep for 30 hours delirious.
Yeah. You and Mrs. eBay kind of cornered me and said, no, we are going to podcast first, then eat later. And I warned you that was a bad idea.
You knew it. You told me, like, are you sure? And I'm like, I just want to get this done. So I'm not up all night editing.
Let's do it. I said, all right.
So I followed your lead.
Yeah. So what'd you go get first? Because you had multiple meals last night.
Well, we were waiting and I pull up DoorDash.
Yeah.
So finally I'm at the point. It's like 8:15. And I'm like, Ricky, I have to eat.
Right.
We're just going to DoorDash. And you, of all people.
Yeah.
You turn to me and say, this is the culinary capital of the United States, and you're going to DoorDash Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Let's come all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah to Chicago, Illinois and get Chick-fil-A.
Now, if you can't read through my sarcasm, Ricky's diet is pretty consistent. And I'm not shaming your diet here.
No, I own it.
I need to paint the picture.
Please, paint away.
Consists of plain quesadilla, no green sauce from Del Taco.
Correct.
Grilled
cheese sandwiches.
And grilled cheese sandwiches.
And cheese pizzas.
And that's
pepperoni pizzas.
Here you are giving me the business.
And here I am. Yeah, shaming you for not eating local.
And I was so hungry that we pull it up and I immediately go to the bar, order food, ordered a Manhattan. And I got to tell you, I was disappointed with Manhattan.
Really?
It was a glass full of ice, man.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Proper Manhattans have a chilled glass and no dilutional ice.
Yeah.
And so that was off to a little bit of a rough start.
And so I got a burger from the bar. Did you get a burger?
No, I had salmon and rice.
And decided
we are in a culinary capital here.
You were
get a normal burger.
And so you decided that wasn't enough, though.
No,
you went back for seconds.
Still rolling. Exactly. So ended up ordering DoorDash, and by the time like DoorDash gets interrupted, because I get a phone call.
Oh yes, okay. If you weren't going to go here,
the breaking news or whatever. I don't know what you put on there. I didn't hear it yesterday.
Well, we could start with the tense music.
And I do have to tell people this, the audio of the podcast, I brought my laptop. My laptop isn't able to handle the high
Yeah.
resolution.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a little bit lower quality podcast. It's still good on the YouTube, but over the next few days, it'll get back to normal.
Yeah,
So,
they're getting it live. Okay, here we go. You got a phone call from
HR.
Oh,
Not of current job, of potential new job.
what?
This is like 8:30 at night.
What?
And I get an email from HR right before then. I'm like, what? And as I'm trying to pull it up, she calls. So I'm like, I got to take this call. If I don't take the call, I'm going to wonder, I've been waiting a whole week trying to figure out what's going on here.
Right.
So I dart back in the back, answer the phone call. She's like, hello, Dr. So-and-so.
Uh-huh.
She's like, I know you're probably at home eating dinner with your wife right now. And I just look around. And it's totally like a Simpsons moment, where Homer was calling to see if like they still had some toy or something.
Yeah.
And the guy answers the phone in the warehouse. And Homer's like, do you have any of these?
Yes.
And the guy turns around and there's like 10 million of them. And the guy's like, yeah, we got a couple. And that's me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm at a convention with some friends.
Yeah. You don't want to say too much because you want to get the job.
Exactly. And she told me why the delay.
Mm-hmm.
But the offer has officially come through. A slight modification, but still a good offer.
Yeah.
So I think when I get back this weekend, we're going to fire that in there.
Dude.
While that was great, that's not the time I wanted to get that call.
No, and it
derailed my night.
It did. It knocked you off course for the rest of the night.
Because by the time I came back, this place was jammed.
Oh, yeah.
If you want a trade night, come to the Hyatt Regency.
Yeah, it was insane. And oddly enough, got just crazier and crazier as the night went on. You headed up to bed around 9:30, I think, maybe 10.
Yeah. Well, I headed up to go publish the podcast.
Yeah. I went up to the room about a little bit after 10:30, and man, that bar and grill where we ordered our food, I've never seen it so full. And it was just getting busier and busier. And people were very festive. They were having a great time down here.
I believe it.
So I think it just kicks off more and more the later the night goes. But you're right, it was packed, and yeah, you were around. But you had a lot going on between the call.
My head was swirling at that point. Then I went to go order our food because
for the whole group
celebration.
Yeah,
I got food for everyone.
That was an awesome.
We got the thing, but I was one of 100 people out there. Went with me. Deputy Dog went out.
You mentioned that. Tell us about that.
There were 100 damn people out there waiting for DoorDash.
Oh my God.
And, it said it's going to be here in 15 minutes. We waited down there for probably half an hour to get the food.
I'm convinced that the entrance to this hotel is located between on platform 3 and 4, 2 3/4 or whatever the hell it is.
9
3/4.
9 3/4.
Yeah. It is impossible to have people find you here.
This is the hotspot, man. I remember when I told you, like, you go into the National, you could literally turn around and lose the person you're with. Like, it's very real. There's so many people here.
Oh yeah. No, it's wild.
Trade night was hopping, and I hardly even had a chance to get my cards out last night, which I'm fine with, whatever. But you made a sale.
Yeah. Someone not from our group came over and started looking through my cards. Was interested in a couple of the cards I had. Ultimately made a deal for a LeBron James small napkin patch. Game used, so that's cool.
Very cool.
And made a quick deal. Yeah, they offered a lower amount than I had it listed for. I said, let's do the deal. I'm here to get rid of cards. So that was awesome. That was really cool.
And hey, you were the first person in our group at Trade Night to sell a card.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, leading into that, and I don't want to give away what happened today, you started to get that itch like, hey, I haven't bought a card yet. We talked about it on yesterday's show, but you were the first to sell a card.
Yeah. So I'm going to end up leaving this trip making money.
So
that's the way things are going.
We still have time to go. So last night kind of wrapped up shortly after that. Is what I understand. You guys kind of dispersed, and everyone I think was pretty spent getting in here. But you could see on Instagram, if you go search the National, this place was going until well past midnight, and I assume much of the same will be happening tonight.
Oh yeah, it's going to get crazier tonight, I anticipate. I do have to give one quick shout out to Deputy Dog. My boy brought me a rare Barry Sanders. I should have brought it down with me so I could rattle off what it was, but very thoughtful gift, very cool. And unlike Junkie, I will not be turning around and moving it before the conference is over.
So day 2 brings us character dining.
Oh, yeah. Character breakfast,
now,
baby.
I will tell you this. We planned this at 7:30, in which you were promptly and properly on time.
Yeah.
Your guy here, I didn't sleep a wink last night.
Really?
Yeah, with that contract thing, I still had to call my mom and tell her about it. You know, she doesn't want her son to be moving out, so that was weighing on me. It took me till like midnight to edit this damn thing.
You were still having some intense conversations with Mama Doc early this morning when we got to the show.
Oh yeah, so that was just weighing on me. So I didn't get much sleep. So I got up. The air quality here is awful. Like the AQI is 180 out there. And
so did you go run outside?
Not outside.
Okay.
The plan was our meetup to go run outside,
right.
But talked with Mark and with Selly, and we decided, hey, you know what? Maybe we just won't do it today, and we'll reevaluate for tomorrow. But finally, 4 a.m. Sure enough, I'm wide awake. 5 a.m. I'm like, all right, I got to make something of this. So I went in the gym and ran.
Of course you did.
Went my ass and did 7 miles of
that a kid
progression. Yeah, fired in there and some hills. Why not? So then I raced down there, and we had a lovely character breakfast this morning. Were you in character? You seem a little tired.
Yeah, I want some goddamn appreciation for the version of me that has shown up to this trip. I have no business eating breakfast in an establishment before 9 a.m. No business.
At breakfast time?
At breakfast time.
Okay.
It sucks. It's my favorite meal of the day, but I miss it most days. I was there right at 7:30, and as a result, I think I got for my $22 buffet breakfast, a bagel that I had maybe 2 bites of.
I saw that.
And 1 strip of bacon.
So you tell me that you are coming to one of the culinary capitals of the U.S., and you had a couple of bites of a bagel and a piece of bacon?
Dude, I was busy entertaining, being character breakfast. I was working, man. It was a shit show. No, and yeah, it sucks. That's food I love, but I'm just not good at eating in the morning. I'm really not.
Yeah, work up that appetite.
I did
on the old treadie.
I evidently got to get up in the middle of the night and start running so I can have a bagel.
Man, I'm perfectly sane.
But yeah, no, we had a fun time. I think we had like 5 or 6 friends of the show.
It was a good showing. That was fun.
Join us and really enjoyed kind of hanging out with everyone and getting some grub. It allowed us, the reason that we had to get there so early is we wanted to make sure we had enough time to get over to the show right at the start. And we got in pretty close to 9.
And we had a group march over there. And I feel bad, so I want to say sorry to everyone. I'll tell them this. That was when I was talking to my parents about the thing. So I was just on a phone call and I couldn't get off, and I feel bad.
Yeah.
But we had a fun kind of group march right over to the show, and then everyone kind of dispersed.
Yes.
Off for their hunt for their own separate things, and everyone kind of went about their day. Except for your two boys here.
Your 2 favorite podcast hosts.
And we went off searching for a card for Ricky to break the ice.
Yeah. We went looking around. You had to help me. We saw some cool cards. I mean, we saw a few Lions cards. There's none that spoke to me, that jumped out to me. But we saw some really cool cards. And of course, you see all the big cards, the Jordan rookies, the autographed patches.
Stuff.
You saw some really, really cool cards that way. And then you had to help me recognize someone of note that we were standing next to. And if you want to talk about who it was and what they were buying.
Yeah, so you can see this on our Instagram. I decided to just pull out the phone and just live stream to let people watch, especially if they weren't attending National. And I'll probably do this each of the next couple of days. It seemed to be mildly successful.
Yeah.
But it was Nat Turner. Bumped right into him.
Yeah.
And his posse, it looked like he was with his family and maybe with someone else. And he had marched right over to a booth that we were staring at. And I was staring at a particular case because it was a Kevin Durant NBA Finals massive patch. It might have been out of Preferred.
Right.
And it was beautiful.
It was.
And he's pointing like right at it. I'm like, oh man, maybe he's buying this card. But interestingly, he was not. And we made sure to stick around and kind of keep an eye, where else are you going to get this knowledge from the hobby here?
That's right.
And it appeared as though he had bought a Michael Jordan piece of the last shot, the final shot, the Utah Jazz floor, Game 6 of the 97-98 finals, that was autographed.
Yeah.
And he went straight for it.
Yeah.
Eyed it up. We were lingering a little bit. And then we came back a little bit later to see if it was still there, but that's what he picked up. And it was gone.
And then we couldn't find that because we were going to jump him and destroy that card. That's true, jazz fans.
That does hurt our soul.
I got to say, I was shocked. I've always heard Nat Turner, and I think I've looked him up a bit in the past. And I know he's younger than us. He's in his 30s.
I'm sure.
Dude looks mid 50s.
No, you think so?
Oh yeah, the guy I
saw,
he did not look 30s. Or and I may be a terrible judge.
To me.
Oh no,
are you sure you saw the same guy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I
didn't recognize him at first.
Well, I didn't, but then I Googled his images and kind of held it up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, to me, he looks, and maybe this is just my lack of ability to tell age.
Oh, interesting.
Dude looks old as hell compared to you and I.
Yeah, I wonder why he left us on red for the podcast.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Maybe if he'd get at us, we could help him look a little bit younger.
Maybe if you didn't quit talking shit about him, he would not leave us on red.
Maybe not.
But I thought that was kind of interesting, his purchase. That's a big card. I think I've seen one of those, and I don't know what year and what product it was out of. Unfortunately, I should have looked that up before the show, but I know I've seen one of those on the high-end auction platforms, and he went right for it, knew what he wanted. And he was gone by the time he came back.
Right. Yeah, he was gone in the wind.
You kept searching for cards, and you know what? So far, it's been a blank for you.
Yeah. We're over.
Is that proper? I don't have my headphones in. Sounds right.
Yep. Nailed it.
We did get one thing. We got one thing. Kind of towards the end of our march, we're starting to wear down a little bit. I stop you dead in your tracks.
Yeah.
After the Nat Turner stoppage.
Yeah, and here's where I'm going to let you take the lead, because you hushed me like crazy after we saw this. I just want to make sure I don't ruin this.
No. The reason I hushed you, like, I still want to be able to chat with big names in the hobby on this show.
Fair.
And if we're chronically crapping on them, that will never happen.
Okay, fair. I hear you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
We're walking in the middle aisle, and we're still streaming on Instagram.
Yep.
Live streaming or whatever people do. I don't know what the hell you do on Instagram.
Yeah. Live stream.
And I stop you dead in your tracks.
Yeah.
I say, give me your phone. Open up the camera.
Uh-huh.
I take a few steps back. I'm like, smile.
Yeah.
And pose for a photo.
I got 2 thumbs up.
And I took your photo.
Yeah. So we got that.
And that's the cover of the YouTube. And if you know, you know. And go check us out on YouTube for a fun little tidbit. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
And if you happen to find Waldo and want to know more about what we saw Waldo doing, come see me in the lobby of the Chicago O'Hare Hyatt Regency.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of social media influencers.
We have
at least I saw Roth Cards out there shooting video. Ran into just very briefly Cajun Cards yesterday. He's very nice. Told him I enjoy watching his auction reviews, which he does. I'll have to show you some of those. Those are pretty cool. He's a cool dude. I think he would come on and chat with us at some point.
Nice.
But people have been super friendly here. Ricky, you and I made 1 or 2 more passes up and down the aisles and struck out for you.
Yeah. Still looking.
Now, this was getting to be about noon, and you and I were both spent. And we're like, look, let's call it a morning, which is the way I prefer doing this anyway.
Right.
I want you to know you don't have to follow anything I do.
Sure.
I've appreciated you doing it. But for me, I hit it hard in the morning. I take a breather because by this time it's 1 or 2 people deep for each booth, and you can't even see in there. So I went back to take a breather, and I took a little snooze and actually found a Pilates studio nearby and went and did some Pilates, and I did it with your wife.
You did?
At the Pilates studio. Yeah.
You better not have. I'm going to have a talk with her.
We were laying, the reformers right next to each other.
Yeah. I just want those listening across America to sit back and relax. I hope you're relaxing when you're listening to this show. And just think of what it must be like to come on vacation and then wake up at 5 a.m. to go run 7 miles. 4 miles.
And 4 in the morning, 7 miles.
Okay. 4. That's right. 4 a.m, 7 miles. And then get up and do Pilates. And then you wonder why Chad's so crazy. This guy right here. This guy.
That's just one of 100 reasons, my man. There's a lot of things that aren't right inside this brain.
But you guys did some Pilates. I joined you. I was, and I would have stayed out had I wanted to. I was ready to come back and,
you look tired.
Take a break.
I was exhausted, man. I could barely keep my eyes open. But the reason I bring this up is she mentioned to me, she's like, yeah, I think Ricky really wants to make sure he finds a card to further cement the experience. And I'll tell you this, I don't think I told you this. The last time I was here, I think I bought 1 card.
Yeah, well, and if I buy 1 card, that's fine. it's a hard feeling to feel right now. I'll be vulnerable and give some real time
for the listeners.
Day 2 of the show. I want a card. I want a card that gets me excited. I want something that just makes me happy and kind of makes it worth the trip. And I know I've talked a lot heading into this about no expectations and telling myself you don't have to buy something. And that part of my brain's still going of saying, but I also don't want to rush into buying something just to say I did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's been a bit of a bummer to not find a card yet, but as you point out, we still have tonight. We still have tomorrow, maybe even a little bit Saturday. So we'll see what happens if it jumps out at me. But it's a tough experience. I wonder if a lot of our other listeners, if they haven't had this experience, I want them to know, hey, you're normal. Like, I think you get here day 1, you're excited. You're just like, hey, the full trip's ahead of me. By day 2, you're not seeing stuff and you're starting to say, okay, well, what am I going to do?
Tomorrow you're going to want to go home.
Yeah.
I will tell you that. Like, it's going to be even more tiring.
Right.
And that feeling will come in.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's kind of what's maybe bumming me out a little bit at this moment, because I don't know how much I have in me tomorrow. Yeah. And so we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I've saved some cards on eBay for a purchase on the way home if need be. But it's hard because like I know I'm probably coming across like a little bit of a bitch because I'm saying, hey, it has to be the perfect one, but like this is getting frustrating to not find one.
Here's the only reason why I laugh.
Yeah, please.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
I think it's Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
He wants to keep firing it back in there. I think that they're at like that estate.
Yeah.
And Vince Vaughn has just had enough.
Yeah.
He has had enough.
Uh-huh.
And Owen Wilson pep talks him. It's like, and you're like, hey,
one of the greatest scenes.
I need to refuel. The big guy needs a moment to himself. But I'm little Owen Wilson telling you, we got to get back out there, man.
Yeah.
We're going to go find you a card.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit by you tonight. I'll be over there having my burger.
Yes, exactly.
And we're not going to talk to you.
You already told me. You're like, I'm watching the Lions game tonight. And I heard you. I heard you loud and clear that
at least quarter 1. I got to see the starters.
That's Ricky saying, I need some reset time. I need to think about what's happened in my life.
And without it, and without it, it's unsaid and known. You basically say, I love you, man.
Yeah.
And I said, I love you too.
Yeah. That's exactly
that's how they close that scene, if I recall.
But here's what we need. If listeners do see, you have mentioned to me a few things in particular. Game used, Lions, patches, autographs.
Yep.
That's what you're looking for. And downtown Stafford Lions. There's 2 iterations of it. European version.
And 23, 24 European. Yep.
Okay. So that's what we're looking for. If you see it, message us. But here's my proposal for you.
What's your proposal?
Shut down the shop. We'll wrap this up here in a moment.
Yeah.
We'll get this thing edited up here real quick.
Okay.
Now that I know that I can download the full audio, we'll just pop it up there.
Perfect.
Let people hear it.
Perfect.
I'm thinking about ordering pizza in tonight.
Okay. I like it.
You up for that?
Yeah.
I know Kyla was thinking that, and we were just going to knock that out.
Yeah.
We get that settled. We go back there and hit it for like an hour.
Okay.
Now the pace, we're going to do it short, but we're going to switch up what we do. And here's our game plan.
Okay.
We're going to go quick, and we're going to quick scan booths. And if we see those vintage baseball that we saw so much of today,
get out of here.
We're immediately
fuck off.
Don't waste the time.
I don't even care if that's in
with
there.
Those things.
Yeah.
Right. Like that. And we're going to scan and scan until we start finding some of that newer football stuff that we're looking for. We're going to find you a card.
I like it.
And we're just going to hit it quick.
And if we don't, we don't.
Get out of there.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah,
but I like this plan.
Okay. So I think we covered the big points. We saw some big names today. We got a fun show cover for everyone for both the podcast and for YouTube. So make sure to check that out and comment. Tell us, what's so interesting about this photo.
Yeah.
Maybe
you'll get a prize.
Oh, we did have we had a booth. Stop and make a comment like, hey, where's Tim?
Where's Junkie?
And we didn't know him, but it was very nice of him to stop and say hi. And so we really appreciate when people have done that.
Yeah, I think we need to highlight that the booth owner, like you mentioned, said, hey, where's Tim? And I think it can be awkward. I think it can be hard. It's hard for me when I have podcast hosts. I really enjoy going up and talking to them. Here in the hobby's a little bit different. But when I, there's some radio hosts, podcasters that I've met, and it's intimidating. And I hope that others aren't feeling that way. But it's got to just be a scary thing to just go up to someone you don't know if you're a certain personality and just say, I'm going to stick my hand out.
I used to be like that big time.
Yeah, I think this show has helped
broken
us.
in my brain to.
I think honestly, this show and Dr. Ghost Hunters has helped you immensely, kind of open up into those communities.
Just whatever fired in there, but it makes our day, to be honest.
It does. I can't tell you how much you make our day, and I'm telling you, like, we're never going to be unhappy to chat with you. And so to have.
Don't read that. Don't read the comments.
God.
It's your dad, and he's giving you some fatherly love.
Yeah. Thanks, Pops. Check us out on YouTube, and you got to read the comments and wonder why I'm so screwed up.
No, you're just tired.
No, he's great. I love my dad.
Okay, so do we have anything else for today?
But yeah, no, just make sure you keep coming up and saying hi. If you don't know us, it's so cool. We've had a couple people already, and we've got a lot of our listeners that engage with the show, and they've been joining us in the lobby. But if you don't want to engage and you don't want to go to that level, that's fine. But still, come say hi. We'd love to see you. That's really the main reason I'm out here.
Yeah.
So
let's do this before we end. We didn't think this ahead of time, so maybe I'll start, but I'll preface it so you can think about it.
Yeah.
I want a goal for tonight and maybe some loose plans or goals for tomorrow morning until we podcast again.
Okay.
I think for me, the goal is work stuff and like life stuff. I'm going to get it all out of the way. So tonight I can relax and hang out with you dudes in the lobby, because that is my most fun experience.
Yeah.
And I missed out on that because of stuff I was taking care of last night. So I'm going to park it right down there.
I love it.
We're going to have light because our old eyes can't really see anything in the dark.
Oh, where we sat yesterday.
It was really dark. Yeah, we sat over by the elevator. So that's my goal for tonight.
Okay.
And then tomorrow, I assume people are going to kind of crash early tonight because everyone's looking pretty tired. But I want to go hit it again hard in the morning tomorrow, because tomorrow afternoon is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be 3 hours of pounding it, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to peace out, lounge around Friday afternoon. Oh, God, I got to switch hotels. So one of the other things I'm going to do tonight,
I thought you had.
I'm going to go to the front desk and ask them if anyone canceled and if
Yeah.
I can just pay for both, eat the other hotel fee. And
Man, I'm sorry.
I don't want to
I
move
forgot
hotels
about
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are
blows.
my kind of my goals. You got any thoughts for tonight and tomorrow?
Yeah. Tonight, my goal is, coming out to do this. It's a me issue. I focus in on. I want to make sure I'm meeting any of the friends of the show. I want to make sure that we're putting up good content, and that's really not even the issue. Yeah. But I have found that I have been trying to kind of socialize, and I had the best time last night socializing. I mean, the best time I've had in a very, very, very long time, getting rowdy and socializing. But I think I focused too much on that. And so I'm going to break away, as I told you right before the show, around 7 and go watch at least the first quarter. Probably not the whole game, but the first quarter of the Lions game. Hall of Fame tonight. Start of football. Normally I wouldn't care, but it's the Lions. You got to check them out. Yeah. And then I want to come back. I want to be down here, and I want to look at more cards for trading.
Yes.
I got too much into the socializing, which again I do not regret. But tonight I want to look at more cards that people have around us.
We could take some laps.
Yeah.
And walk around as opposed to waiting for people to come to us.
Yeah.
Leave our cards upstairs and go walk around and look.
I'd be down to do that. I'd be down even if we set up shop. If we have a bunch of people around there that we trust, I'm fine to get up and walk around.
Kyle and Carter will stay parked there.
Yeah.
They're really good at that.
And I trust them immensely.
I do a lot. They are awesome dudes to lean on, and they will undoubtedly watch our stuff if we left it there while we went and spun a lap.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Yeah. So I want to get out and kind of do a little bit more of that. And then we'll take a look today and see if we find a card. If I don't find a card, I think beyond, with the exception of us shooting content, I may continue the speed dating round and get to as many booths as I can tomorrow morning and just see what I can get through, Yeah. But I'm with you on getting there in the morning. I'm with you on probably not staying more than about 3 hours.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be worn out myself.
So give something people to stay tuned for tomorrow. Has Ricky found a card? Hashtag where's Ricky's card?
Yeah. Give me my card. It's with my canceled room.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right. It's been another fun show. For Chad, I'm Ricky, the cardless card collector. Wishing all of you a one of one night.